Well, they did it, Commanders. So if this is all you cared about, this is going to be the shortest amount of time you can watch my video. If you want to see how I figured out that they did it and found a new method, keep watching. Greetings, Commanders. This is Commander Atlas Rand, and a number of people have been saying that the method of getting raw materials does not work, so I wanted to come out here to HIP 36601 and test it. See if they really did break this, which would be a shame, or if people are not doing something correctly. So let's find out. I'm one jump out. Okay, full of fuel. Let's jump there. Now, the method in question is utilizing limpets.
Jumping to HIP
to fly
36601.
down
The star
to
coming
just
up is
above
super.
ground level and pick up various shards. I do have ED Copilot running for the voice.
Commander, we have arrived at the requested location. We have a places of interest entry for this system, filed under crystalline shards.
Fuel up, and I'm going to go to my bookmarks where I've got the locations of the 4 different places in this system where we can collect materials marked. We're going to fly to the first of those, which is actually I can't even tell what it is until I get there because
Only
have
one
not-
body of interest for bioscience
I've
in
not
this
fully
system,
explored
Commander.
this system.
Body HIP 36601.
But as long as you have a bookmark,
around
even if you got it
19.01
for
million
somebody
credits for
else or
scanning
you
one of 5
manually marked
species,
it,
or you can make around
you can fly there,
26.51 million credits
even
for
if you haven't
scanning all
done a full
remaining
ping of
unscanned
the system.
species.
I guess I haven't done this at least. Now, one of the things that obviously people are going to be the first time they come here, maybe a little shocked by is how far you have to fly. It's 153,000 light seconds. I flew here in an unengineered Mandalay, although it does have a Guardian FSD booster, because I did unlock Guardians with this account previously, and you can watch the video that shows how to do that, how to get the FSD booster if you haven't done that yet. So that is the same account, now flying out to get some raw materials. So I'm going to fly in turbo mode here, in SCO mode officially, but I call it turbo mode, because this ship is very comfortable flying for long distances in SCO or turbo mode. So I'm going to keep flying roughly until I get to about 20,000 light seconds out, at which point I'll turn it off, and as it slows down, I'll probably do one more cycle to help get us there quickly. But right now, given the long distance, I'm not really watching the seconds. I'm watching for 20,000 light seconds, not the ETA seconds. And here we go. It was probably more like 18,000 when I let go. But even still, you can see that we only slowed down to 26, 27 seconds. And that number is slowly growing. So we're going to pulse that turbo mode once more, very briefly, just to get that number down to about 10 seconds or so, at which point we can glide in. Okay, I got it to 13. Probably should have held on to 10. You can see we bounced right away, right back up to 20. But at this point, we're close enough. We're coming in at a fast speed. I'm not too worried about it. And I don't have, what do you call it? The autopilot. The frame shift assist. Is that what it's called? Yeah, I need to memorize things better. Super Cruise Assist. Hello. So I don't have Super Cruise Assist running on. The reason I don't is because we're actually flying to a planet, not to a station or something else in orbit. Once we get to the planet, we're actually going to stop at a carrier, preferably one that allows other random people to stop. because I need to buy limpets. I didn't bring any limpets, and the reason I didn't bring limpets with me is because I knew they'd be sold here locally in the system, and not having 64 limpets with me means that my jumps are quite a bit longer. My jump range is longer when I'm flying empty rather than when I'm flying with limpets. So 10 seconds out. Start slowing down. You can see the planet that we're, planet, moon, whatever you want to call it, that we're heading towards is right here. And I think we officially just discovered it. C1C. Or C1. C1? C1C? C1A. That's where we're going. C1A. And you can see it right here. Probably this is a bad idea for me to do this as we're flying, but it's right here. C1A. Okay, I'm going to stop. Do a quick scan of it. And I think this is a pretty small system, so it's only going to take... it may actually take one, but I'll shoot two just to make sure we get it. 2 is still technically efficiency. An engineered scanner will do it in 1, guaranteed. It's like 40% bigger scan size. But even this one, I think, is going to scan more than we need. Yeah, probably could have done it in 1. All right, so we
1
have
biological
lava,
signal,
we
3
have
geological
ephemerals,
signals, and
we
12
have
human
vents,
signals detected on body C1A.
Oh, we have crystalline shards. That's the only thing we care about is crystalline shards. So let's see if the old method still works. But before we do that, we need to stop at a friendly carrier. And what we need to do is start with the closest carriers like these guys. And we can see here, who do they docking access? Squadron and friends? No, that's bad. Docking access, all. Okay. These guys allow all. That's good. What we don't know is if they sell. You need limpets. But these are all. See, nope, this one's Squadron Friends. I strongly encourage people to put in all unless they are specifically hauling materials for friends. All right, these guys are xeno hunting. Let me land on this one. It's looks like it's pretty close to the planet. And let's see, they should hopefully sell limpets. We'll find out. If they don't, there's actually another method that we can use to try and determine who's got limpets. Well, one is Inara. Inara is always a good one. And while we're flying, I'm going to use Inara to look that up real quick. So, here's... And... Let's, what an ugly color, man. Let's just dock here and check. Now, last time I was doing a video like this, I forgot limpets, and I left that part in the videos. This time I'm gonna try to not forget limpets.
Set her down on landing pad 11, Commander.
Landing gear deployed.
Let's see if we get lucky or not. If not, there's, like I said, there's other ways to find it. Alright, carrier services.
We have docked at Schmossy Browsy.
No, they do not. So what we're
This is
looking
our first
for
visit to
is
this
this
fleet
right here,
carrier.
advanced maintenance, and it's currently
Don't forget to buy
suspended
some
here.
limpets while we are here, Commander.
So can't buy limpets. So we're gonna go to here. We're gonna click on a carrier. Doesn't matter which one. Actually, I think maybe it doesn't matter. And we need to go to a view, a different view. Maybe is this one? Summary. What I'm looking for is a view that shows me a bunch. There we go, that view. So I double clicked on a bunch of carriers. And what I need to look for is the service, like which one of these has all services turned. Like this guy's got Lighthouse, got all services turned on. That would do it. And the ones we're looking for is, I believe it's the advanced repair. So it'd be probably the little turret, I think. But either way, if it's got everything turned on, like this guy has everything turned on, let's just go land there. And let's see, where is he? He's right here. No, that's where we are. So he is one of these guys. And let's go land over there.
Landing gear retracted.
Ship release confirmed. Ship departure confirmed.
So it's this guy, Lighthouse. And he has docking access to all. That's the other thing to check. Docking access all and services all. On the other side of the planet. It's alright. We can warp out there. There we go. This ship has underpowered almost everything, including the thrusters, to save weight because it's unengineered. It's amazing actually how far an unengineered ship can go if you undersize everything. The downside is your speed is going to be horrible with downsized thrusters. You know, your ability to... Okay, there we go. I think we're good. I think we're good. Let me just go here, Lighthouse, persist, and have it pull us out. Yeah, he's around a different planet here. Okay. All we need to do is, well, we can get a little bit of fuel too, but basically just get limpets.
This is flight control. Welcome to our carrier.
Oh, good. Another person who has spent the arts to have a nice looking carrier. I hate it when people leave them alone, don't do anything. So I have this paint. This is basically a black gray
Center down
paint,
on landing pad 11, skipper.
which looks really nice when it's completely dark or darkish, or maybe there's a red tint. That paint looks super good because it just blacks out your entire carrier. And then there's a pretty nebula out there too. I'm not sure which one that is, but it's quite pretty. And then, of course, he has a American English voice, which costs money. Then he has the big hammerhead in the front, which costs money. So he's definitely spent some marks. And nice enough to leave everything turned on and allow anonymous access, or allow access to everybody. So we can get a little repair,
We have docked at Lighthouse.
and we can purchase our limpets.
This is our first visit to this fleet carrier.
Happy to have you, Commander.
Don't forget to buy some limpets while we are
Lighthouse.
here,
So
Commander.
advanced maintenance, repair structure, and buy limpets. We have room for 64 in here, which may be overkill. You may not. You may only need like 32 or something. But okay, now that we've done that, we can fly back to the same planet that I was originally trying to get to. Where are we right now, anyway? Oh, we're right here. Okay, so we can start actually with this planet, the one that's right next to. That's another one that is on the list of the raw materials producing planets, yard planets, as it were. So let's scan this one. As soon as we get into warp here, we'll go ahead and scan it.
Frameshift drive charging.
And we can be just stationary. As soon as we get to warp, we don't need to go forward.
3,
Just stand still and then shoot off our probe.
zone exited.
Okay. Actually, before I do that, I'm heading into the atmosphere. Let's just stay out of the atmosphere. That would be good. I don't know where the heck I shot that. but this needs 2, so I'm going to just shoot 1 right here. Let's see how much just 1 covers.
Surface scan.
60%. Interesting. Okay. So then I'm going to shoot the second one right here, which should hit this spot, which is behind. So there we go. That's all of it. All right. Lava spouts, crystalline shards is what we need.
1 biological signal,
And
3
again,
geological signals,
We're
and 3
just
human
going
signals
to turn
detected on body
around and go
C1D.
towards the sunny side. I hate being in the dark. Harder to see. And then we're going to go towards a lighter coloration. I'm actually going to go straight down and then
Engage.
turn up. So put the throttle to
Approaching
minimum.
body C1D. Planet is of type rocky body. Surface temperature is minus
And
91
then,
degrees
Let's
Celsius.
see. Should we go here?
Gravity of the
or-
surface is 0.08
Yeah,
G.
if we can make it over here, we got longer path to cover. We're gonna go when we get to the surface. We're gonna follow 32 degrees. You can see that's what that's 21. Here's 40. So we're gonna go straight up 30 degrees, probably 29 or 30 degree line. When we land. So I'm gonna put the throttle up a little bit to 70% here. Get a little closer. And then we're going to start gliding. And then remember, the green's going to disappear. But what we know is we're going to go up the 30 degree line once we're low enough. And that'll take us quite a long way down. Give us an opportunity to try many areas of crystals. Okay, so first things first, before I forget. Let's go to here and set our fire groups. So our first fire group is that. That's fine. Now we're going to turn that off. We're going to have remote flak on 1 and collector limpets on 2. Make sure there's nothing else set. Nope. Don't need any more guns. Okay. All right. Let's fly down. And we're just going to head up the 30 line, if you remember. So basically up here. Man, it gets really... I wonder if I guess they're supposed to be in the mountainous area. Because that is a much smoother area over there. I wouldn't mind being. But that's fine. I think that's actually the edge of where it has crystalline shards. So I guess they're in the mountains. Now it's just a matter of finding some so we can do the test. Okay. There's one. Unfortunately, it is literally 1. I kind of hate to sacrifice anything for that. Is it easier to see him like this? Maybe. Maybe I'll leave the night vision on. And let's take a look up the hill. See if there are any crystals. Crystalline shards. Don't see any, and more or less should be flying kind of this way at 30. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's easier or harder to see him with the lights off. And what I'd like to find is a nice little clump or forest of them so that we can test. Like there's another 1. There's 2. That's not enough. I really want to test where there are more. Wait, there's a couple more over there next to each other. Well, I guess it's a starting point, right? So we can do a quick short test. See, that's the problem is it's only going to be like 2 shards. I'd like to test some more than that. Here's another couple. This is closer to a little forest. Still not very good, but what we're going to do is switch into that mode. Collectors on the left. And then I'm going to shoot this. Oh, you got
Capacity
remote.
exceeded.
Remote. Oh, okay. Gotta remember when to time it. Still a little too late. Let's try again. that should have gotten it, right? And then here's another one for this one. And that should have gotten that. Now we're going to go up. And we're going to release a limpet or several. And we're going to go slowly. We're going to go up to 1,000 and just over 1,000.
Programming limpet drone.
That's how high I had to go last time. It was about 1,000 or 1.1. Right around there.
Cargo scoop deployed. Collector limpet expired.
Okay, one of them died. See if the other one dies. That one died. Okay. What if we go even higher?
Collector limpet
Okay,
expired.
all of them died. Let's go to 1.3.
Programming limpet drone.
And let's go to this side just so the hill isn't an impediment. Now, technically,
Programming limpet drone.
I can be, I think, 1.5 kilometers away. I've never had to go that high up in the past.
Collector limpet expired.
Okay, that one also died. See how close that one is. So we're in 1.4 right there.
Collector limpet
Yep,
expired.
they're all dying. Okay, so that's not a good sign, but let's keep going down the 30 line. And where's the 30 line? 30 line's right here, right about here. And see if we can find a spot that is a little flatter. Because I want to make sure it's not just the terrain, but actually that it's that they changed something with the limpets. Yeah, I see a few of them here, but I want to find some in a flat area. So they don't accidentally hit something as they're trying to pick up. And if this does get or if this has been disabled, that sucks, guys, because doing it this way, it probably took about 3 hours total. Doing it the old-fashioned way, using the dune buggy, it's like a full day. Okay, here's a little forest. Oh, it's not very flat, unfortunately. We can try it, see what... that should have knocked off a few. Alright, so let's do that. First of all, while we're close, let's let one out and see if we can see what's going on here. And then, if we zoom in... Yeah, it's literally hitting the ground. All right, what if we get real close ourselves? Can we see the... Can we see where the shards are? And are the shard... Did they just put the shards underground? Is that what they did? I could see them doing that. I think this is a shard right here. Yep, that's a shard. So that's a ruthenium shard right there. So if I let off one of these guys,
Programming limpet drone.
it should go for that ruthenium shard. And
Collector limpet
so yeah, he just hits the ground as he's trying to pick it up. Can I pick it up like this using the scoop? That'd be crazy if I could. Probably not. Yeah, I'm hitting the ground. I can't. Oh, oh, oh. Did it move? Lower the landing. No, I don't want a landing gear. I'm trying to pick something up, guys. This ruthenium shard right here. And I'm gonna go all the way down. And then point at it. I mean, this would not be a faster way to do it, by the way. I'm just curious to see if it's possible. If we can scoop something from the ground. Yes, we can. Okay, so you can scoop these up with your ship. That's just collected ruthenium. But what they broke, the bastards, is our ability to use limpets to pick these up. Let's try and find, honestly, let's try and find something flatter. Again, let's go down the 30 line here. And see if there's anything, any kind of a forest that I can find that is on flatter ground. But so far, 0 for 2. Which is not good. It's kind of a dick move, frankly, if they changed it on purpose, because well, here's a little forest that it's fairly flat and there's a lot of them. Let's shoot this. Okay, I think this probably got most of them. There we go.
Programming limpet drone.
Now, normally something in forest this size, you would literally be full. Like, that would be all you'd need to pick up, because the limpets would just go down and be able to pick all this stuff up. But we're here to test. I'm not willing to give up yet. It's about to suicide. Look at that.
Collector limpet expired.
Bastards. Okay, we are at 1 point. We're going to go to 1.4. Yeah, let's just under 1.5.
Programming
Shoot 1. Let it do its thing. Let it try. If it doesn't work, I'm going to put the visual graphical settings on minimum. I never had to do this. Some people have said in the past that this is what they did. I never had to do this. It would just work without having to do that. Now, if it says limpet expired because it's out of range, that's different. But if it's expired because of...
Collector limpet expired.
He definitely collided with something. Okay, let's go ahead and start screwing with the graphic settings. So, quality, we're going to put it on low, which should automatically turn all this stuff to low. Super sampling, I guess that doesn't matter. Low, trilinear, low, textures, draw distance minimal, environment low, FX off, low. Okay. Terrain rework, yep. So everything is on low. Jet cone's still on high. Okay. Okay, let's try this. It's gonna look like crap, but it already looks like crap. We're not even back in. All right, you can see you can't see anything in right now. Let's see if the limpet even knows there's something down there. It does. Go down just a tad to like 1.4. Track how far the limpet is away. Man, this is gonna suck if this doesn't work, because the buggy method literally takes like a full day.
Collector limpet expired.
Ugh. Yep, they fuck with us. I'm not a happy camper here.
Programming limpet drone.
And I'm definitely not gonna just pick them up with the ship, even though that's possible. I just proved that. But not having the limpets able to pick them up is a problem. I think what they probably did is they made the terrain have
Collector limpet expired.
yeah. Okay, let's try and go back all the way back up. I think this is actually beyond the limpet range, so I need to go down to 1.5
Programming limpet
like
drone.
that. I think that what they made is just actually make the ground itself like not have any how do I phrase this? So the height of the collision mesh is what it would be called, probably was just lower than the ground, so that when you land it looks like both your feet and your ship's legs go slightly underground, maybe like a foot. Well, that probably was enough for the limpet to fly sideways to try and scoop something up, like the shard, and then turn around and fly back up. Because a certain percentage of the limpets always used to crash. Like that was always a thing. But if they, yeah, I think they moved the, they must have moved the collision mesh up to where, and I guess we can test this too, just simply by landing and then looking down at the ground. And look at that, they still haven't appeared. Holy cow. There they are. Now they've appeared, yeah.
Programming limpet drone.
Yeah, so the distance really doesn't matter. They've just got the actual,
Collector limpet expired.
the shards be, or maybe they dropped the shards lower. I guess that's the other possibility, is that the shards, well, I wonder if this is at least still, can I like shoot all this? Oops, that's a little far. But yeah, this at least will free the shards up off the crystals, and maybe then you just drive around and pick them up. Maybe that still would be a little faster, because shooting them with a gun is the part that really slows you down. Let me just pick this one up again by lowering the ship all the way down and then keeping it up manually. I picked it up. So weird. That is so weird. Where's another shard? Right here. Okay, so I down, or aim at it, toward it, see if I hit something. Oh, I grabbed it. I mean, I don't think this is fast, guys. I don't think this is any faster than the buggy method. But if you absolutely don't like the buggy, you probably could use your ship and just scoop these things up. Not all of them. It's going to depend on the terrain. You can see I'm actually stuck right now. I can't move forward. I have to free myself out of here and dislodge myself. So, yeah, in a buggy, you definitely would be able to pick this up. There's more shards all over the place here. The other problem with the buggy is you don't see the damn shards, right? Because you're actually pretty low to the ground. So as you're driving around, your view is like this, right? So I don't even see any shards. Well, I guess I see this one up here, but I wouldn't really see that one until I moved over here. Then I wouldn't see the one over here, right there, which I saw from the ship, and the one right next to it, until I drove around next to them. So this is definitely a grind improving, or a grind not improving, I guess, grind worse thing. This is increasing, a grind increasing activity to put this back to the way it used to be, where you'd have to actually physically grab that one. Oh man, that is disappointing. Ugh. How close do we have to get to it? Yeah, that's not gonna go. You know, you see what I mean? Like, this is like, if you're gonna do it from the ship itself, you're going to need to find an area with fewer rather than more shards, because when you have too many shards all close together like this, it's great for the old method, right? Because you can pick all these up very quickly. Okay, I'm stuck with something. It's not so good for this new method. Where did that shard go? I think I probably killed that other shard. Okay, let's just land. More or less. I might have... Yeah, I think I destroyed it. So the shards are destroyable. I've done that in the past with the buggy as well. Like if you hit the shard the wrong way or you drive over it without having a scoop on, it actually will destroy the shard. Too close. Where's there another shard? I want to drop another one too. Oh, there's one already dropped here. So I guess you could just pre-drop all the shards. But also, I kind of thought they have an expiration time. Like, they don't stick around forever if you don't pick them up quickly. That, I'm pretty sure, was a thing. Don't know if it still is. But it kind of felt like it was. Yeah, it's not going to let me pick it up because I'm going to hit my nose on the thing here. Yeah, that's not going to let me pick it up. Man. Yeah, well, we've definitely confirmed that they broke the good method. There's a shard right there. And now from the buggy, you can actually lock onto it while it's flying. And I've picked them up while moving around in the past as well. That one I should be able to pick up. Yeah, so the ones that don't have anything that'll block the nose of the ship, you can pick up from the ship, but holy cow, is that a slow process compared to using limpets.
Programming limpet drone.
Well, the limpet drone, show me where the next one is. If you can't pick it up, at least show me where it is. Where are you flying to?
Select a limpet expired.
Oh my god, he just literally ran right into... Oh, he was trying to grab one from the...
Warning. Impulse attack.
He was trying to grab one right from the thing. Why is that not falling down? It should have fallen down. There. That was a direct hit. Nope, still in there. Okay. That will happen occasionally when it tries to fall out but gets stuck. It seems to be stuck permanently. I've had that happen with the buggy as well. See if we can fly over it though. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Grab it. Pick it up, pick it up. Nope, not gonna do it. No, that shard is just stuck. Oh my god, I got it. Holy cow. Okay. Again, what I'm demonstrating here is not a, hey, cool new method to pick up shards, guys. This is slow as molasses. You're gonna do a faster job picking them up in a, with the buggy, the dune buggy. Which I assume everybody knows that method. If not, I'll make a video about it as well. I didn't even bring a dune buggy because I thought this would work the old-fashioned way. I don't think anything fell out of there. I don't think there's anything here. But if you're going to insist on using a ship, we have confirmed that it is possible. Keep flying towards 30 here. See if we can find any more of these. Also, I'm going to put the... since it doesn't make any difference, I'm going to put the graphics back to what they ought to be, which is ultra and then some. So let's go to ultra, high, yes, ultra, ultra, ultra. Oh, I don't want bloom, so bloom is off, blur is on. That's fine. Super sampling, actually quality is good enough. Ambient, high, ultra effects. The only thing I turn down usually is shadows. So do we see shadows yet or not? Terrain. Jet cone. Okay. Do they not have a separate category for shadows? I guess maybe not. Huh. Oh, here we go. Shadow. So shadow, I usually go to high. Because, you know, I don't really care. All right. Let's resume. And Find one more at 30. That's not on flat ground. Something that's more or less on flat ground and where there's actually not too many of them, because the problem, that's not flat. That would be good because it's one big one, but it's not flat at all. This is flat-ish. I don't know if there's any shards here. There may not be. That's off to the side a little bit, so now we have to actually fly towards like 22 probably to get back into shard territory. See, like if there was some on top of here, that would be nice. Got a bunch of jaggies. How about up top here? Nope. Nope. Each shard, by the way, brings three items, and you're going to be collecting 150 total items. This is not flat enough. So really what you need is 50 shards that you are collecting. Now, back with the limpets, that meant... Okay, maybe this one. Well, maybe we'll try this. With limpets, that usually meant you'd lose a few limpets, so you'd probably have to collect, like... Let's do one more. You'd probably do, like, 60 to 70 limpets. Yeah, well, or 64 limpets, let's say. 64 limpets. And then that would get you the 150. Actually, that I'm lying here, because you wouldn't have to do that many, because limpets go back and forth. They don't die in every one. What, nothing came out of there at all? Really? That's surprising. It is normal for not every shard to have a little chunk that falls out of it. How about that one? See if anything came out of that one. See anything? I don't see anything. Oh, it's just a rock. Alrighty. I think if these are going to behave this way, then certainly all the other shard areas are going to be the same. So it's not a question of like, well, maybe try a different... Okay, this one has a shard for sure. Let me back up and shoot it. Okay, we saw the shard fell. Now, where did it fall? Right there. I see it. So, if we drop a limpet right above it,
Programming limpet.
and I'm going to watch them.
Collect a limpet.
Yeah, it's like, as soon as it gets real close to it, it just frickin' just hits the ground. Okay, go down low, and then point the nose sideways, and then just keep going until it's real big, like that. So this is possible. This is not fast. This is not anything I would recommend. But if you really wanted to, you could do it this way. Picking it up with the ship. And obviously, the smaller the ship, the easier that part would be. So actually, like a DBX may once again be the preferred thing for that. Because the DBX doesn't have big wings on the sides. The problem with this ship, right, is if you look at the sides. So if I try to go low, my wings are going to be what ends up touching the ground first. Not really necessarily the bottom of the ship. So that's the problem with this particular ship. As for landing, yeah, it has tall landing gear, but if I'm scooping, I'm not really landing. I'm just sort of flying very, very close to the ground. Okay, here's a couple. Didn't see anything fly off. And they're not really flat. Anything on this? Oh, there we go. There's some stuff on this flat chunk. Nothing flew. Oh, no, no, it did. There's one. I can see one. Right here. One little chunk. And then the other one's right next to it. You see that? The other one's right there. But I can't get that one. I don't know even know if I can get this one, frankly. But this one's at least more possible to get. Okay, I'm gonna stop right here, go into external view, and see. Oh shit, that's not what I want. I wanted to see how close to the ground I was. Right. You can see that there's the scoop. It's down right now. You can see that the scoop is actually slightly below the ground. The scoop is the lowest thing. What? Oh, I guess it won't let me go underground. Damn it. So that you can see the scoop is literally scooping the ground. So if the limpet tried to do that, the limpet would blow up. But that scoop can actually go up into the ground. Now, if I go up a little bit in a ship, you can see just how much of the scoop goes down in the ground. See that? And it still is alive. Like the ship is not getting damaged or blown up or anything by the scoop going into the ground. So this is why I can pick up stuff. It's because the scoop is actually, whoa, didn't want to do that. Because the scoop is actually sticking down below the ship, and I'm trying to fly it backwards here, guys. And it can actually go into the ground itself. So as I go forward, you can see the scoop's going to go in the ground. And the scoop is what's going to count something as being picked up. So if I turn the ship this way, I'm still not going to be able to get that one. I know I'm not. It's the nose is going to end up hitting this thing. But what I tried to do is try and get this little. Yeah, it's too close. It's not going to work. All right. Well, there we go. We got confirmation of bad news. So unfortunately, our great, fast, easy, quick way of doing this, which, by the way, existed for about 2 years, maybe even 3 years. And I don't know that it started 3 years ago or if it was first just discovered 3 years ago. I certainly wasn't the one who discovered it. I'd seen somebody else doing it. I can't remember who. I think maybe Down to Earth Astronomy maybe did a video like that. But either way, it was a brilliant method because somebody just thought they'd try. Hey, I know I can go and pick these up with the buggy, right? With the Scarab. So is there any reason the limpets couldn't? And it turned out, yes, in fact, the limpets can pick it up. So let's see if we can pick this one up. Ruthenium. See, how much ruthenium have I gotten? So I've got 21. I was at 0. And I got 21, which means I picked up 7. Okay, so if we do that, see how close I can get to it. Okay, so I'm gonna try and get a little. Oh, I'm getting stuck. Okay, I'm real close to it. Let's go outside the ship. And nope, that's turning the ship. Don't want to do that. There we go. That's moving the camera. So you can see that the scoop is right next to the thing. See, it's shiny right in front of the scoop there. So it's still targeted. I move forward. Oh, it's red. It's red. Try again. Oh, it's just rolling down the hill, I think. Again, just staying nice and low to the ground. I picked it up. There it is. So now I picked up the 8th one. So I'm at 24 ruthenium. If I was using the limpets in the old-fashioned way, we would have been done at 150 in this amount of time. In what took 24, we would have had 150. In the buggy, probably would have had about 45, 50 in the same amount of time as doing 24 of this method, or 150 of the using limpets method. So that is really sad. So when you're using the buggy, and I don't have the buggy with me to demonstrate, guys, but what you're looking for is the largest concentrations of these that you can, because the buggy is going to drive around and shoot as many of these as possible. Now maybe this will work if you just do this, if you shoot it like this first, and then use the buggy to just drive around and pick up. Maybe that way you don't slow down for the buggy to shoot at these things. But
Collector limpet expired.
that is just such a bad move that they did to remove that method. Look at all these little things just laying here on the ground. Yeah, this would be faster. If I dropped down the buggy now and I drove around doing nothing but picking them up, that would be faster, guys. So still keep your flat cannons on your exploration ships, at least the one that comes out here. And I'm going to go and try and find a ship that either sells the dune buggy, or I'm going to have to fly back to the Buggle, pick up a dune buggy, and then fly back here. I know it's not called dune buggy. I'm talking about the Scarab. But as you may have noticed, I tend to have my own names for things, like warp drive and dune buggy. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap up the video. It's nice and short, at just about an hour. But I'll put the end result, the confirmation, I'll put in the title of the video, so people that bitch about the length of videos don't even have to watch it. How's that? If you made it to the end of the video, say something in the comments. I always appreciate hearing from people that have enjoyed watching something to the end. And hey, I've also got a Discord, and the link's always been in my YouTube channel, but very few people have gone on. So feel free to jump in. There's a big community of folks there right now, all focusing on the build out of constructing new colonization stuff. A lot of cool data coming in. In fact, even guys like Commander Meccan comes in there pretty regularly, both to post in the Discord and to hop into my live streams and chat. So I will catch you in the next one. God, I hate hearing bad news like this, though. They took a method away that worked so good. All right, bye.